Alright, what's up, guys? Wisco Chaser here. Hope you guys are all having a wonderful morning on this Tuesday, July 8th, 2025. This is your weather for the week. Let's get right into it. So, as you guys can see on the Watches and Warnings page for the NWS, we got a lot of heat warnings, a lot up here in Montana. Temps are going to be in the hundreds pretty much everywhere. A lot of red flag warnings, too, for all the heat and the fire possibilities that are there. All along the East Coast as well. North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia, Maryland, Delaware, New Jersey, all the way up into Massachusetts and even Vermont and New Hampshire. We still had those flood warnings in effect for all those heavy rainfalls in Texas and stuff, and it's moved up a little bit, and even in North Carolina still up into Pennsylvania. For the National Hurricane Center, they're expecting a 10% chance of formation of a cyclone in the Pacific. So not much in that space, but I would still watch out for the next couple weeks because I would guess that hurricane season is going to ramp up. So nothing in the Pacific, in the Central Pacific, nothing in the Atlantic. So yeah. So you guys can see with the jet streams about 500 millibars up in the air. We're gonna have. Obviously you guys have seen the severe weather for this week that we're gonna have. It's gonna look pretty bad. So, they already have Thursday for severe, 15% chance. Iowa, Missouri, Kansas, Nebraska, South Dakota. This is the day that I would be more worried about for anything for this week, other than Friday. I would guess. I'm sure that they would put out an outlook in this area here. For hail and wind, usually mostly. But so as this goes across, it's gonna ramp up. It definitely will, and that's gonna cause all this stuff in here because this is Thursday night. This is gonna be all those storms that are in this area here. Got these disturbances here. For Cape, the values are definitely higher up north, but I think there might be a cap in the air up north. Maybe not. I don't know. There's not really much of a cap in place. There is enough shear down south for storm organization. So if you guys are in this area Thursday night, I would watch out for hail, wind, and even some tornadoes, I would say. But mostly hail and wind is probably the threat. So for your guys' temperatures, it's going to get hot again. We still have that high pressure sitting over the U.S. Highs in the later in the day are going to be very extremely high, up to 101 all the way up in Nebraska. And it's going to stay that way for quite a while. All the way through Sunday, it's going to be upper 90s up in South Dakota, North Dakota, all along the East Coast and the South. It's going to be pretty hot. Across the whole U.S., it's going to be very hot. It's been that way for a while. It's going to stay that way. That's definitely going to fuel the storms that we're going to have throughout the week. It's going to start up in the north, go east into the Ohio Valley, and then back on Monday again. It's going to start back in the northern plains. So as we see our Cape values, we're going to Wednesday afternoon. Not much, not a huge amount of Cape. So Wednesday, I would think it's less of a big threat as it is Thursday. So this is Thursday. You got your Cape values. This is Thursday. Is that Cape? No, it's not Cape. Okay. So Cape, this is Thursday. Okay. So your Cape values are a little bit higher, actually. But you don't really need much Cape to get thunderstorms. It only takes a couple thousand, 2,000 joules per kilogram. But then you get to Thursday, and these definitely ramp up a bit. We got 4,000, close to 5,000 joules per kilogram of Cape up in the northern plains, even down all the way to Oklahoma. You got 2,000, which is definitely enough to start storms. So I would watch out Thursday and Friday for the most part. Friday is a very big explosion as well with storm energy. With that one, there's not as much wind shear, not as much organization, but I would still expect to see storms and maybe a tornado or two on Friday, along with hail and wind. I don't know about significant yet. They're not pointing that out on on the outlook yet, but yeah. So yeah, that's that. And 6 to 10 day temperature outlook. We got above average all the way in the west, northeast, even in the southeast portions of the U.S. All across the central, it's going to be either normal or a little bit below on the southern side. So it's going to be hot pretty much everywhere for a while, and I don't expect that to change much. But severe weather mostly centered in this upper area, middle of Montana through Colorado, all the way through the Ohio Valley here, all the way up north. So I would watch out on there for this week. Um, 6 to 10 day precipitation outlook, pretty much nothing in the west. You're gonna have maybe some showers. So southwest, you're gonna have. I mean, you guys are in monsoon season, so you guys are gonna get some rain, some pop up showers. Southeast, you guys are gonna have that tropical storm rain from all that. You guys are gonna have rain for quite a while now. In the north and the south, pretty much everywhere across the eastern U.S. is gonna get above average rain. It's gonna be that way for a while. And I don't expect that to change either. So as you guys can see, as we go through this, I mean, we're gonna have rain coming through almost every single day. This is Thursday night. It's gonna be late night showers up here in the north, all the way through Kansas, and even maybe in Oklahoma, Missouri, Iowa, Minnesota. You guys are gonna have severe storms possible as you get into Friday. This is the one that is a little bit more concerning. I feel like this is a little bit more north than what I expect. I think it'd be more down south here, but I do still think that we could get severe weather anywhere in this area here. So that's Friday. Saturday and Sunday, I don't expect much, if anything at all. There might be some storms off in your Ohio Valley and maybe in the south, but much of that is not going to be very severe, I would guess. They don't have an outlook for it yet, but that's what I'm seeing right now. Sunday kind of dry throughout the day, to be honest. Maybe a couple showers later in the night. Got some rain down here in Arizona and New Mexico, Colorado. And then Monday, obviously we got severe weather possibly ramping up back here in the north. And then you got some storms over in southeastern Florida. So yeah, guys, that is your weather for the week. I would just stay aware in the north here in the Ohio Valley at the end of the week. Yeah, just stay aware, watch the weather, make sure you guys are safe. All right, have a good day, guys. Thank you.